Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
30-yard line. That's
With Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single-game total in the NFL all of last season. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
46-yard
first drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. Shift.
From the gun, Jones dancing to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Drop deep, drop deep. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Another try for Barkley. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll run forward with Goldman, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
He was brought down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. is a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Hey, alert 3. Check 3. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Jones escaping the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Check 55, check 55.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Antonio.
Yards there and a 1st down.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. A gain of 31 yards.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by...
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 10, 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, Giants 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
And got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got a man, Slayton. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
For the extra point.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down, Washington.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Washington first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21, Giants 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Hey, alert. 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm here all day. 55's my guy, 55. Yeah. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking for Shepard deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Haskins slings it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he finds McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
17.
Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Rosen on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 51 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Gallman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to second and 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes this Washington 35. Giants 14. Graham
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Thomas has got it, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Rosen will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rosen to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
14.
Washington on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Washington first down.
Here's Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 33 and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Love again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. They can't hit.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 55.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
On the stop.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Giants.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got him.
4th down. Here's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the draw, this is Love. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Let's go, D. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
25-yard line.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Washington. Justin
A
Hopkins.
nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
today's final.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.